Hi everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, Understanding Your Customer Journey with Mindbody Marketing. Thanks very much for joining. Just a bit of housekeeping to start off with. So there's a dedicated Q&A section at the end of the webinar. If you've got any questions throughout the presentation, you can just see in the bar along the bottom of your screen, there's a chat bot and there's a Q&A box. So just type your questions into here and we'll address them at the end. And you'll be sent a recording of this webinar and the slide deck that you can see on your screen now in an email tomorrow. So yeah, let us know in the boxes below if you've got any questions, and I'll hand over to Ben, who will be presenting.
Thank you, Katie. Hi everyone, my name is Ben Baker. I am the Strategic Product Specialist for Frederick here in our London office. Thank you very much for your time, we really do appreciate it. Before we get into the actual webinar, I'm going to go over what we are going to be looking at today. So today's main objectives is understanding your customer's journey, retain your customers with email drip campaigns, and how to ask for reviews and referrals, and how do we help engage with your customers. So the first point of call is a bit of history on Mindbody and Frederick. Mindbody is a business management solution that has been now running for nearly 20 years, and we focus primarily on the health and wellness industry. We acquired Frederick back in January 2017 as a core part of the Mindbody ecosystem, focusing mainly on email marketing. It used to be a separate solution to Mindbody, but we have now incorporated it fully into the Mindbody software. So if you ever buy a Mindbody Accelerate or Mindbody Ultimate solution, you get Frederick built into the full solution. Frederick itself is a fully automated smart marketing email solution, and I will dive into more details about that with you guys now. So, understanding your customer journey. Here, I really want to kind of break down what a customer journey is and what it really applies to our customers in terms of trends and wellness and fitness companies. For me, when I speak to my customers, their customer journey is when a customer first makes a touch point with them. That could be a request for more information, joining a mailing list, or even starting like an intro offer purchase. What we really want to achieve here with Frederick is how can we prolong and make that customer journey as easy and as fluid as possible for your customers, and how can we make sure that we are directing them to the right places to help you grow the business, achieve more revenue, and ultimately have a more committed customer base. So when we talk about that, essentially what we are talking about is the drip email campaigns with Frederick and how they relate to your customers and how they can relate back to your business. With Frederick, there are two aspects of email marketing, which are more customized emails. The first part would be our automations, which is a sequence of emails that you can design the copy. You can specify who you want these emails to go out to in our smart lists. Smart lists are a segmented group of data from the Mindbody software. And when I say data, what I'm referring to is your customer information. Frederick and Mindbody sync on a daily basis, so anything that's inside your Mindbody database will be synced with Frederick, and that could be Joe has purchased X service, or Joe has never purchased anything from your business, and Frederick's able to build out a list of segmented, customized lists. When you join Frederick and Mindbody, you actually get a pre-made bunch of lists in Frederick to start off with, and these can cover anything from customers are all male, customers are all female, all the way down to visits, history of visits, never visited, for example. But also covers all purchases and all services that you offer as a business, as long as they are inside Mindbody's solution. Now, with automations, what you're really able to do here is build out a sequence of emails targeting these segmented lists and separate them up by delays per day. You can have call to actions in there in terms of buy now, and you can also add customized links. The email builder itself is very straightforward. We do allow you to use other portals for your imagery, such as Dropbox, Google Drive, Facebook, Instagram, and also web links, as well as local storage on your computer. Now, the second part of email marketing for Frederick would be our normal campaigns. Now, to us, these are your normal one-off newsletter that you send out on a monthly basis, or a specific email that you want to target a specific group of customers with, but it is only one email. Moving on to our referral program and smart marketing. Smart marketing is more of a focused automated email that is preloaded, pre-made, but sends out based on an algorithm with a connection with Mindbody. It will look at your total database of customers and recommend customer clusters and groups of customers who are more likely to buy from you based on historic purchase history and when they come to certain classes. So if you could imagine that you have an appointment free during the week, Frederick will look at your calendar in Mindbody and recommend that we send out an email to customers who are more likely to buy, and you can customize the text within the smart marketing aspect. There is also a referral program reviews, which I will touch on as well in more depth. But I really wanted to kind of take this time to show you what the power of a drip campaign could be. And that looks something like this. So here we have a sequence of emails going out to a customer in this workflow. But the idea here is this is an automation of customers coming in off an intro offer. And with most businesses in this industry, if we do an intro offer, we want to convert them from being an intro offer to either buying a class pack, that could be 5, 10, 15, or 20, or even, and better off, buying a membership. We really want to kind of secure that recurring revenue of our customers. So with this workflow, if you look at the top, the customer itself has actually purchased the intro offer via Mindbody on your website. The customer has then been sent the Mindbody confirmation of the purchase. The next day, because there is a 1-day delay, as you can see here, the purple kind of cube. Let me just refer you back to the key quickly so you can see that you have the purple cube is a day delay, and the gray rhombus, I believe that shape is the outcomes from the actual sequence. But I'll break this down in more detail for you now. So the customer's purchased the intro offer, gone through the purchase confirmation process in Mindbody. The next day, an email will go out to that customer as an intro offer welcome. That could be just generally saying, hey, thank you for purchasing this intro offer. Here's some news, here's some education for the customer. Day 3 of that email chain, after the first email is gone, there's an opportunity then to do an upsell email. Maybe we want to convert this customer to buying the A-class packs or buying a membership. If no action is taken at that point, this third email, which is set for a delay of 15 days post the second email, is again another upsell email designed to persuade your customers to buy a membership or a package, but there could also be maybe a discount in there to kind of throw some urgency for that customer to buy. The last part of the main sequence, which is this whole blue line in the middle here, is if the customer doesn't buy, they're going to not buy and the expiry of the pass has happened. So we maybe want to move them into a retention marketing email. So anything below this blue line, the orange, the green, and the red, these can all be additional automations that you build in Frederick. But from this one key automation of an intro offer conversion, there are different paths and outcomes that can happen for your customers. So let's look at the first one being the orange, customers unsubscribed. So I received an email from your business and I decided I unsubscribed. Being GDPR compliant solution as a consumer, I have the right to do that, and that's completely fine. I've unsubscribed from email marketing. That's not to say that I have not said to you as a business, I don't want to receive SMS. With Frederick, you have the option of using both email marketing as well as SMS marketing via phone as well. And that's part of the solution. It comes preloaded when you buy Mindbody Ultimate. So with this automation sequence here, customers unsubscribed, they've then been migrated into a new automation, which is purely focused on customers that have unsubscribed from email. With this, I can then have a sequence of SMS sequences going out to the customer, asking them, first of all, would you like to receive notifications and news on SMS? If they decide to opt in, we can have a second SMS sequence go out to that customer. If the customer does stay subscribed and ends up buying a package from us, we move over to this green sequence here. So there are two options here. Customer buys pack sequence and a customer buys a membership sequence. So let's look at the customer pack one first. The customer has purchased a pack from us. Let's say it's a 5-pack of classes. We send out a thank you email. Then what we've seen in terms of trends with our customers is no one likes being sold to all the time. And my experience here at Mindbody, I've been at Mindbody now just over 4 years. I started off in the sales side of Mindbody, then I moved over to our account development side, and now I'm within the strategic products side of the business. My learnings from this is education is a very valuable tool for your customers. If you're continually emailing them with sales marketing emails, they're very quickly going to be turned off and probably unsubscribe and stop reading your emails. To guarantee a higher open rate and a better conversion rate, we like to do a combination of sales and education. If you're not educating your customers, they're not learning from you, they're not engaged, and they're not being committed. So this first part of the sequence in green is a thank you email for buying, and then 10 days later, as signified by the 10-day mark here, which is post the email marketing buy, is an education email. This could be anything. This could be inform them about your business or how they can be better at doing X, Y, or Z within your business. 10 days after that, there is you have X remaining sessions left. With Frederick's part of Mindbody's ecosystem, you are able to signify if customer has used X number of passes or had X number of visits, we want to build a list based on that criteria. So this can be put into that sequence as a kind of a call to action within Frederick. So it will pull anyone who has hit these qualifying factors into this automation. Series 10, the last part of that email of that first chain is just a normal sales email, trying to convert them from a class pack to a membership. Now, the membership one is very different because we have secured that revenue from the customer. We have their buy-in, they are committed, and they want to come on a monthly basis. Our job now as a business is really to reinforce that with them and get them to have that buy-in commitment with our business. So as you can see, it starts off very similarly with a thank you buying email, and then moves over to education, an upcoming event, and a milestone email. The milestones are very, very important one, because if you're not celebrating your customer success, who is celebrating that success for your customers? And finally, the last red sequence is purely a retention email. Now, the idea here is if the customer has bought the intro offer and that's expired, or they didn't upsell them to another package, you've effectively lost that customer. So let's put them into a retention email. That could be any content you want to throw out there, but they're still involved with you in some degree. Now, I really want to talk about the feedback and review side of Frederick and how powerful this can be for your business. The initial bullet point here is a quote from pubindustry.com. It's a really interesting article about how the industry is focused mainly on their marketing strategy being organic referrals and reviews from customers. So as you can see, it says 80% of consumers and 95% of millennials read an average of 10 reviews before they trust a business. Being 31, I could attribute to that. I mean, when I look to buy a flight or a hotel, I'm in TripAdvisor, I'm on Google, I'm learning about the businesses before I make that decision to buy. It is the world we are living in now. With Frederick, what we're able to do here with smart marketing is set up a sequence in an automation of Frederick where it automatically sends out requests for a review to the customers after their most recent trip to the business. Previously, another business that I've spoken to, they are generally maybe getting 10 reviews a month, and that may be on Facebook or Google Business, but it's very ad hoc. We want to make sure you're getting as much news from your customers in terms of how you're doing and what you're doing badly and how you can improve and what you're doing really great at. With Frederick, you're able to do this because it's automated. It's going out to your customer base. They are clicking between 0 and 10 as a rating, which reflects on your NPS scoring. NPS scoring meaning Net Promoter Score. That stays internal to the business, so only you can see that. And for those of you that aren't aware of Net Promoter Scoring, essentially, if I asked 10 customers to rate me out of 10, and they all rated me 9 out of 10, my Net Promoter Score would be 90. For the customers that rate you 9 or 10 out of 10, we translate that rating to a 4.5 star or 5-star review. With Frederick, what you're able to do is actually publish all 4.5 star and 5-star reviews onto your website with a customizable widget that is built into Frederick. You customize the design of it, the branding of it, conform it to your brand guidelines as a business in terms of color gamuts and hex codes, and then it's added to your website. The general rule of thumb and best practice here is to use this on your landing page. So the first thing customers see when they join your website is 4.5 star and 5-star reviews. Now, with regards to referrals, what I'm looking at here is how can we make your referral process that much easier for your customers to be a part of? And also, how can we give them the power to manage their own referrals? With Frederick, what you're able to do here is send out an email to your existing customers asking them to join your referral program. And you can actually stagger certain kickbacks that they can get. So, for example, the first time I bring a friend to your business, I may get a free class, and that person may get a free class. But if I bring 5 people, I may get £100 credit to my account. But I would need to hit that 5-person mark every time. So if I bring 11 people, I will hit that 5-person mark again for my initial referral person I brought through. There's also a dashboard where your customers can manage this on themselves. They're able to send up to 25 customized links to, 25 customizable emails to friends. There's a customizable link they can copy and paste, and they can also share on social media networks. The customizable link is a very powerful tool, considering most customers will open up this email on their mobile phone or a tablet and very rarely open it on a laptop. So if you can imagine, I click on a customizable link and I go straight from that link into WhatsApp, and I'm maybe part of a group of 25 people who all enjoy doing spin class or CrossFit or yoga, and I want to refer them to your business. I've done that in maybe 2 clicks on my phone. Same goes with Facebook and social media. You as a business may have 1,000 likes on Facebook or 1,000 followers on Facebook. I might have 5,000 followers on Facebook. So we're really trying to, as it says there on the slide, turning word of mouth into a digital revolution and driving that organic or marketing referrals to your business through social media. Moving on, how are we engaging with your customers and how do we help doing that? The whole suite of Frederick is designed around automation, marketing, and making sure we are connecting you with your customers in the most simplistic way for you as a business, but also the most engaging and committing way of your customers. Frederick is made up of essentially 3 aspects, being the customized list, email marketing, and the smart list. But as you can see here, we have referral programs, email marketing and SMS builders, automated campaigns, smart lists and segmentations, which we've touched on previously, being those customizable lists. The campaigns you can build out yourself. And currently we do not support HTML, but it's an ongoing development of our solution, and feedback and reviews. And finally, just to summarize as well, Frederick is here to help drive better engagement with your customers because we're giving you the tools to make better and more impactful communications. And we're also looking to help you build better email marketing strategies to make sure that you are getting the drive you want in your business and making sure you're hitting those milestones for your business quarter over quarter. The most important thing for me is making sure that as well that we are providing our customers with an easy approach to having more organic reviews and referrals. I'd like to open up any questions at all. Thank you for your time so far.
Thanks, Ben. That was really, really useful. I know there's a lot of information there. So the contact emails that you can see on the screen now, do feel free to get in touch if you want more information about the product. And if you've got any further questions. First question for our Q&A section is, how do I purchase Frederick?
So Frederick used to be sold as a separate solution to Mindbody post-acquisition. We thought that we weren't giving our customers the best value this way. So mid to the end of last year, around probably say October, November, we decided to incorporate it as a full part of the Mindbody solution. So if you speak to one of our sales reps and you're looking at our Accelerate level of software or our Ultimate level of software, you will have Frederick incorporated to that full product at the software's price. One thing to note, if you do decide to look at those solutions, Accelerate only has options of campaigns and automations. Sorry, campaigns and smart lists in Accelerate. So you're only able to send one email to a dedicated group of customers, but whereas Ultimate is the entirety of Frederick. Internally here, we call it full fat Frederick because you get everything with it. Any other questions?
Yeah. Can the reviews that we've talked about, can they be published to other sites such as Google?
Great question. What we can do here, within Frederick settings, you can actually add any additional review sites you have to Frederick. So let's say that I have a Google business review site, I have a TripAdvisor, I have Facebook, and maybe I have Yelp. I can actually put in my business link into Frederick settings. So when a customer gets a request for a review, and I write a review, I can copy and paste that to those other platforms as well. So in terms of your customer journey and leaving a review, I'm not having to copy and paste this multiple times. I'm opening up one email, I'm clicking a number, and I'm leaving you a comment, and that's then going to be able to be put across Google, Facebook, and TripAdvisor, all from one click.
Amazing. A third question we've got is, are there any limits for SMS?
So there are some limitations in terms of how often you can send SMSs in a sequence, but no one in the Mindbody organization in terms of customers has hit those limitations. For example, one limitation is you cannot send more than 900 SMSs in a period of 1 minute, which I don't think anyone's going to break, but we have to put these parameters in there. to make sure that everyone is able to send out these sequences to their customers. There's also no additional cost for SMS. It's all part of the solution. So you could send as many SMSs as you want. They are only one way, so you can't have a back and forth of a customer via text. So it's more of a case of I send you a message via SMS, maybe I'm asking you to check your emails because there's something special in there. If as a consumer I reply back, I will get a no reply response in SMS. The SMS number that you get is also trackable. So you can actually see in the reporting side of Frederick what customers are opening up the text, what customers are trying to call the number, and the number actually mirrors your business number. So if you have a business landline or a business mobile number, we can actually mirror that number so customers would see your number instead of a random generated number for the SMS.
Perfect. And another question is, if somebody wanted to see the software, like see it in action, how do they go about doing that?
Perfect. You can email myself and I will get you in touch with one of our sales reps, and I'm more than happy to walk you through a live demo of the software. Or you can email sales@mindbodyonline.com and we will get in touch with you and arrange a time to go through the software, both Mindbody and Frederick.
Perfect. So that's all the questions that we've had come in. So thanks everybody for joining this afternoon, and thanks Ben for running through what Frederick does and all its capabilities. As I said at the beginning, you'll be sent a recording of this webinar, and you'll also get this slide deck if you want to refer back to it, if you want to share it with anybody else in your business or anybody else you know in the industry. And enjoy the rest of your day. We look forward to seeing you on another webinar soon.